Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to study about Ohm's law and Kirchhoff's law. Ohm's law was given by a German scientist named George Ohm in the year 1827. Ohm's law was applicable for linear elements and materials having constant temperature. While Kirchhoff's law was given by a German physicist, Gustav Kirchhoff, in the year 1845. Kirchhoff's law are applicable for elements that are passive, lumped and bidirectional.
Let us study about Ohm's law. It can be stated as upon physical conditions remaining unchanged, the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to potential difference across its two ends. That is, voltage is directly proportional to current. In order to remove proportionality constant, we use a term R, which is called as resistance. If a graph is plotted between voltage and current for linear elements, we get a linear line for elements or circuits that follow Ohm's law. Let us consider a simple electrical circuit having applied voltage V and resistor R. On applying voltage, current I starts flowing through the circuit. If we need to find the amount of voltage drop across a resistor, it can be found from Ohm's law, that is V is equal to I into R. Similarly, for the same circuit, if we need to find current flowing through the resistor, we can find according to Ohm's law I is equal to V by R. There are few failures of Ohm's law. They are: the potential difference may vary non-linearly with current. This non-linearity occurs due to heating effect of current, rise in temperature and increase in resistance. Variation of current with potential difference may depend upon sign of potential difference applied. These are basically involved with semiconductor, PN junction diodes, etc. Currents may decrease on increasing potential difference. Current may decrease on increasing potential difference, which occurs in cases with thyristor. Let us study about Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law are a pair of laws that deal with conservation of current and energy within electrical circuit. These two laws are commonly called as Kirchhoff's first law KCL and Kirchhoff's second law KVL. Let us study about them. Kirchhoff's first law, that is Kirchhoff's current law, is also called as junction rule, which states that the algebraic sum of current meeting at a point in an electrical circuit is always zero. That is, summation of current is equal to zero. Current flowing towards a junction is always positive, while current flowing away from the junction is negative. Let us have a look at this diagram. There are 5 currents that are flowing in this diagram, where I1 and I4 are flowing towards the junction and I2, I3 and I5 are flowing away from the junction. Currents flowing away from the junction are represented as negative sign, and current flowing towards the junction are represented by positive sign. And summation of all the currents is equated to 0. The second law was KVL, that is Kirchhoff's voltage law, which is also called as loop rule, which state that in any closed part of an electrical circuit, the algebraic sum of EMF is equal to the algebraic sum of product of resistor and current flowing through them. That is, summation of EMF is equal to summation of IR. Let us verify KVL for the given circuit. Here we have a circuit with 3 resistors, 2 ohm, 4 ohm and 6 ohm, and a voltage source of 20 volt. We need to verify the circuit for Kirchhoff's voltage law. In order to derive Kirchhoff's voltage law for this circuit, we need to find out the total voltage of 20 volt is equal to summation of V1 plus V2 plus V3. That is voltage drop across first resistor R2, voltage drop across second resistor R2, and voltage drop across third resistor R3. When we substitute the values, voltage total, that is applied voltage, is equal to 20, which is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. We know the values of resistor R1, R2, R3 as 2 ohm, 4 ohm and 6 ohm. We need to find the value of current I flowing through the circuit. So from Ohm's law, we know that I is equal to V by total resistance RT, V of 20 volt, and R total is summation of the resistors of 2 ohm, 4 ohm and 6 ohm. We get 1.66 ampere. On substituting these values in this equation, we get 20 is equal to 1.66 into summation of resistors. We get 20 volt equal to 19.92, which is approximately equal to 20 volt. So here we prove Kirchhoff's voltage law for the given circuit. Let us have a question that proves Kirchhoff's current law for the circuit given. We have a source of 10 volt and 2 resistors of 4 ohm and 5 ohm connected in parallel. We need to prove Kirchhoff's current law for the given circuit. To prove Kirchhoff's current law for the given circuit, the total current IT flowing through the branch current I1 and I2, that is I total, should be equal to summation of the two branch currents I1 and I2 that are flowing through the resistors of 4 ohm and 5 ohm. So what we will do is we will substitute the values of current using Ohm's law, that is I is equal to V by R. For total current, the equation will be V upon R total. For current I1, it will be voltage V upon R1. For I2, it will be V upon R2. Since the resistors here are connected in parallel, we will apply value of resistance to solve parallel circuit R1 parallel R2, which will be equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. We get total resistance value, that is equal to 2.2. Total voltage in the circuit is 10 volt, which is equal to 10 upon R1, and for second equation, that is V upon R2, it will be 10 upon 5. On solving, we get 4.5 is equal to 2.5 plus 2, which is equal to 4.5 is equal to 4.5 amps. So here we prove the circuit for Kirchhoff's current law. Let us go through one more numerical where we need to write KVL equation for the given circuit. Here we have resistors R1, R2, R3, R4, and we have sources E1, E2, E3, E4 and current flowing through the circuit is I. We need to write KVL equation for the circuit. So while applying KVL for this given circuit, I will be using the entering sign of each element, that is plus IR for resistor, plus for this battery, plus for this resistor, plus for E3, minus for E4, plus for R4, minus for E1 and plus for R1. That is, let us have a look. On applying KVL, current flowing is I. When first element R2 is encountered, I write voltage drop across resistor R2 is plus IR2. When current comes to E2, we write plus E2. Upon current coming to R3, it is plus, so plus IR3 voltage drop across R3. While coming to battery E3, it is plus and minus, entering of current in this battery is plus, so it is plus E3. Coming to E4, it is minus and plus, entering point is minus, so I write minus E4. Coming to resistor R4, it is plus, so voltage drop across resistor R4 is plus IR4. Coming to battery E1, it is minus plus, so minus E1. And the last element R1 has plus at entry sign, so plus IR1, which is equal to 0. On equating summation of all voltages to summation of all product of I and R, I write the equation as IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3 plus IR4 is equal to E1 minus E2 minus E3 plus E4. Thank you.